Hello students, welcome to a lesson through the virtual training center of the Brihan Mumbai Mahanagar Palika. My name is Shraddha teacher, and in this lockdown period, since we are not able to go to school, children, we will be doing many lessons here online through the virtual class. So come on, let's proceed to our lesson for today.
So children, our lesson for today is a lesson in standard 3rd EVS, and the name of the lesson is Directions and Maps. Now you must be wondering that, oh, we have done this lesson before. Yes, we have definitely done this lesson before, but because of lack of time, we could talk only about directions. We could not discuss about maps, isn't it? So let us do the second part of this lesson today, where we will be talking about maps. Okay, we will see what are maps. We will see pictures of various maps. We will talk about the various components of a map, that is on a map what all things you can see. We will talk about the uses of a map, and we will see various examples of maps which are given in your textbook, and also pictures from outside the textbook. Okay, so it is going to be an interesting lesson, like the first part of this lesson was interesting. So let's go to our lesson now, and let us talk about directions and maps, and let us start by revising a little bit about what directions are. So we learned last time that we talk about directions. We talk about the direction on the left, we talk about the right direction. So whichever part is towards the right side of our body, we say it is the right direction, and whichever is there to the left side of our body, we say it is the left direction. Whatever is above us, we say it is the north, and whatever is below us, we say it is the south, isn't it? So we had learnt about all these basic directions in the first part of the lesson, if you remember, and we had seen the picture of this beautiful little boy who looks just like you all, and we saw the directions with regards to this boy. And if you look carefully at him, you will see that there's a map of India behind him. So we are not only looking at the direction with regards to this boy, but direction regarding the country also. So we have towards the right side of the boy, you have the direction which is towards the west. Okay, and then we have east, we have the north, and then we have the south. So when you look at him, we will take into account your side. So when I am looking at him like this now, towards my right it is the east, towards my left it is the west, towards the top it is the north, and towards the bottom it is the south. But when you look at him, when you look at from his angle, the way he's standing and looking at us, it will be the opposite. And we have discussed this also, children. If you have forgotten this, you can open the first video and you can see where in the first picture itself, we talked about two children standing face to face and how their directions differ. Okay, so this was about directions that we did last time. Let us look at the directions on the globe now. So we have north on the top, we have south below, we have the east, and we have the west. So these are the directions on the globe also. Now let us move on and let us talk about maps in today's lesson. But before that, I showed you this particular picture. You remember what this was called? Yes, try and recall. Yes, this is called as the magnetic needle compass. And what does the magnetic needle compass do? The magnetic needle compass always, it rests in the north-south direction. So when it shows you the north-south direction, you automatically come to know which is the east and which is the west. So this is the magnetic needle compass. We had talked about this also. So when you talk about directions, it is very important to know how you locate or how you try to arrive at the direction. So that is using this particular instrument called as the magnetic needle compass. Now people, when they go on ships, when they go on voyages on the sea, it is very difficult to find out the direction, children, because whichever side you look at, you will see water everywhere. So they use these kind of compasses. They are called as mariner's compass, but the formula is the same. The way it works is the same. So this was about directions. Now let us move on and let us talk about maps. Okay, so what are maps? That is the first question we will try and answer now. So this which you can see here on the screen for you, this is a map. So what does this map tell you? This map shows you where the countries are. This map shows you where there are oceans. Okay, so from this map you can get a lot of information. So in case I want to describe a map, or I want to explain the meaning of a map, in very simple terms, I can say that maps present information about the world in a simple and visual way. Simple, why? Because as soon as you look at this, you know, yes, here is Canada, here is the United States of America, here is Greenland, and of course here is our motherland, India. Okay, along with the information being given in a very simple manner, it is also visual means you can just look at the map and gather the information. You need not turn the pages and keep on reading and trying to understand things. So maps are tools, you can say, or maps are those things which present information about the world in a simple and visual manner or visual way. Okay, so you will learn more difficult meanings of maps also as you go to the higher classes. But now children, we are in the third standard, so let us try and understand the meaning of map according to our level. Okay, now come on, let's see many interesting maps and let's see how they are used. So see, what is a map? On the map you will be able to see all these things. The most important thing that you will be able to see in the map is the directions. So now you know what directions are. We have done what are directions, and we have taken an entire video for that. So a map will indicate the 4 directions, that is the north, the south, the east and the west. So maps show the 4 directions. Along with the 4 directions, maps will show you various other things also. For example, see here, just pay attention to the stars coming up on the screen for you. So here there is a house. Okay, not only one house. On this map you can see a number of houses. So look at the symbol which is used for showing a house, and that same symbol is highlighted here. Look at the arrow moving on your screen. Yes, so here is a house. So wherever you see this symbol on the map, it means in all these places there are houses. Okay, along with houses you also have a school. Can you see the star coming up, the red star? So that is a school. So that is a symbol for a school. Okay, then you have a symbol for a park in this manner. Now there are so many parks on this particular map, so this place is a very good place to live in, isn't it? Along with the park, or along with so many parks, you also have an airport in this place. So wherever this map is from, you have an airport also there. And see, what is the indication for airport? It is an aeroplane which is taking off. Okay, so that is an indication for the airport. You also have a lake on this particular map. Okay, so a lake is, see, a kind of a cloud kind of a thing with blue color. Now blue stands for water, so this is a lake. All right, so whichever place this map is about has got houses, it has got a school, it has got so many parks, and it has got a lake also, and there is a hospital also hidden here. If you see behind the P and the S, there is a hospital also in this particular area. Plus there are some roads. See, here there is a road and here there is a road. So see children, one particular map, it is giving you an entire idea about the particular place which the map is representing. So suppose this is a map of a place called Raipur. So in Raipur there are so many houses, there is one school, there are so many parks, there is an airport, there is a lake, a hospital, and some good roads. Alright, so this is the kind of information that you can get from your map. Let us see some more interesting things about a map, and let us see what this particular symbols are called. So these symbols are also called by certain names. So what are they? So before that, let us look at this particular map of our country. Alright, now on this map you will see various things. For example, see the red dot here shows the capital of our country. What is the capital of India? It is New Delhi. So you can see here New Delhi represented by a red dot. Then you have so many black color dots. See here, for Mumbai you have a black dot. That means Mumbai is a state capital. Now there are so many different states and each state has got a capital. So see, Maharashtra, the capital is Mumbai. Then you will have Andhra Pradesh, where the capital is Hyderabad. So you have so many state capitals also. You can see many other states and you can read out the capital. For example, see here, Assam is Dispur. Okay, West Bengal is Kolkata. Orissa is Bhubaneswar. So these are all the capitals of the state. So the country has got one capital, which is indicated by one red dot, and whichever states are there, they have their own capitals, which are indicated by the small black dots. Along with it, we have the country border. See, wherever I show you a red arrow, that is pointing towards the border of our country. Alright, so see here there is a border. See, this is our country border where Rajasthan borders with Pakistan. Jammu and Kashmir also borders with Pakistan. Okay, see, on the other side of the border is Pakistan, and on this side of the border is our country, India. See here, there is this border which is allowing our country, or which is showing the border of our country with Bay of Bengal. This is a sea, Bay of Bengal. Okay, and here you have one more indication of the border. See, this is the country border. Alright, so this much is our country. Look here, you have India's border with Nepal. So this side is Uttar Pradesh, which is part of India, and other side is Nepal, which is yet another country. So this is also what you will be able to see on maps. You will not only be able to see hospitals or parks or airports or roads on the map, you will also be able to see capitals of countries, capitals of states, the borders of the countries or the boundaries of the countries, and the boundaries of the various states in a country as well. Okay, moving on, let us look at a very important feature or component of a map called as the, see, you can see the state borders also. Sorry, before going there, let's see the state borders. So see here, this black arrow is the border between Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. So these are two states, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. They are part of India, but they are two different states. So we can see a border between them. Here you will see the border between Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so this is how we learn things on the map. And see, one more border, you have the border line which is showing the border between Karnataka, Maharashtra and Goa. So here you will see Maharashtra's border with Karnataka and Maharashtra's border with Goa as well. So these are the various things that we learn from a map, about roads, about parks, about lakes, about hospitals, about the borders of countries, the borders of states, about the capital of countries and the capital of states. Okay, now like I told you earlier, let's move on to see a very important component of the map, and that is called as the key of the map. So key means all these symbols that you can see on the map. So see, you have a symbol, this symbol for mountains. Can you see? So when you see these kind of symbols, so you will be able to understand that okay, there are mountains over here. This kind of symbol is used for a lake. Didn't you see there in the picture that you have a round thing with blue water inside? That means it is a lake. See, these kind of dots are used to indicate cities. All right, and then you have roads here, and also there is a portion showing you the direction also. So all these things which you find on the map is part of the key of the map. See some more keys here. See, for example, here some more symbols for a railway line. You will see a straight line with lots of cuts on it, a railway line or a railroad. Okay, and then you have, in Mumbai we have a very famous national park called as the Sanjay Gandhi National Park, or if you call it as a national park, you can also call it as a reserve. Now there are very less animals there, but it is a national park. So these kind of national parks are indicated with this kind of a symbol. Okay, so this whole thing is called as a key of the map, where you will be able to see various symbols. So this key will help you get information from the map. All right, children, so this is one more information about map for you. Let us move on and see many other map symbols also. So we talked about airport. Now see, there is a symbol for bus stop. There is a symbol for a post office. There is a symbol for hotel. There is a symbol for a shopping center where they have shown a cart, isn't it? There is a symbol for swimming pool. See, there are so many beautiful symbols over here. So now what you should do is you should pause the video here and take a proper look at all the symbols which you might find on a map. See, even symbols for a telephone booth or toilets are also there. Now telephone booths, now you will not find many of them around because most of us, we carry our own mobile phones. But this kind of symbol you might find if there is a, you can say, pay phone. We had these kind of phones where you could put in a coin and you could talk to someone. All right, children, so these are the symbols which you might be able to find on a map, and they're called map symbols. And on the map, the place where all these symbols come together is called as the key of the map. So these are small things. Once you understand them, and as you grow up, it will be easier for you to understand and read the maps. Moving on, we will look at many maps now. So see, this is the map of Mumbai. Okay, in this you can see the Mumbai suburban district and Mumbai city. All right, so many of us, we live in Mumbai city, and there is a red color border you can see here, which is separating Mumbai city from the Mumbai suburban district. And then you have a red border here again, which is separating Mumbai from Thane district. Okay, so this is a map of Mumbai. You will find a similar map in your textbook also. You can look at it for reference. Okay, see, Mumbai suburban district and Mumbai city. Then this is a map of Maharashtra. So on this map you will see all the districts in Maharashtra. And where are we? Some of us are in Mumbai, some of us are in Thane, some of us might be here in Akola, some of you might be in Solapur, Nagpur, Bhandara, etc. So this is a map of the state of Maharashtra showing you all the districts. Let us look at one more map of Maharashtra which is there in your book. So see here, this is the map of Maharashtra which is there in your textbook. Let us try and see what things are indicated on this map. So you have the capital of Maharashtra, that is Mumbai here. You have the second capital, that is Nagpur here. Okay, along with this you will also be able to see the neighboring states of Maharashtra, the states which share their borders with Maharashtra. So you have, see, Madhya Pradesh here. Okay, then you can see Gujarat here. Okay, you have Chhattisgarh here, Telangana, and then you have Karnataka, and this very small space you can see Goa, Daman, Diu, or the Daman and Diu also. And then here we can see part of Goa. So you can see beyond the borders. So how do you know that you have crossed Maharashtra and you have gone to the other state? How will you come to know that this much part is Maharashtra and outside this part it is Madhya Pradesh, outside this part it is Gujarat? Because you can see the state boundary given there in dark line and dot. Dark line and dot is the state boundary. Now look at the arrow on your screen. Look at these dotted lines. These are all the boundaries between the districts. So you have Nasik here. Okay, and Nasik has a boundary with Ahmednagar, Nasik has a boundary with Palghar, Nasik has a boundary with Thane, with Aurangabad, Jalgaon and Dhule. Okay, so this much place within this dotted line is Nasik. Beyond that you have the other districts. So this is a map of Maharashtra from our textbook and some information about this map. Let us move on. Let us look at the map of India. Okay, so see, this is the map of India. We had seen this earlier also. We saw the map of India in the earlier part of this lesson also. So you can see all the states in this map. You can see only the states. Okay, so this is a map of India showing the states only. You will not see the capitals here. You will not see anything else. But yes, you will be able to see the borders. Alright, for example, see, the red line is border with another country. So see here, you have border with Pakistan, you have border with Nepal, you have border with Bhutan, with Bangladesh. And in the water, wherever you have a border, you have a blue line. Alright, and of course you have the direction also on this map. So this is a map of India for you children, and this is a map of our world. Okay, so see how we started learning about maps. We saw what is a map, we saw the meaning of a map, we saw what are the various things which can come up on the map, we saw a map of our city, we saw a map of our state, of our country, and finally let us take a look at the map of our world. So see, this is a map of our world where you can see continents as well as oceans. So see, this is North America, this is Europe, this is Asia, Africa, South America, Australia and Antarctica. These are the various continents on the surface of the earth, and you have the oceans also. Let us look at the few major oceans. So you have the Pacific Ocean over here, the Atlantic Indian Ocean over here, and the Atlantic Ocean over here. So this is a map of the world. Okay children, so today we looked at maps, the meaning and definition of maps, what is the key in a map, what are the symbols in a map. We saw the map of our city, our state, our country, and finally the map of our world.
So children, wasn't that a wonderful video? And did you enjoy watching it? So if you want to watch more such videos in future, then please like this video and also subscribe to our channel, the MCGM Portal for Education, and also hit the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video here. Thank you so much for now. Let's meet again soon.